Everybody Hates Chris, the show that ruled the 2000s, perfectly capturing the ups and downs of family life for many Black Americans, is making its big comeback. But you think you know everything about the cast, right? Nah, trust me. Everything has changed, and there are some wild twists you won't see coming. Like, one of the main cast members is no longer with us, leaving a huge hole in the crew. And another one, they've completely flipped the script on their career. Crazy, right? But that's just the tip of the iceberg. So, before the Everybody Hates Chris reboot hits, let's take a look at where the cast has been since 2005. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss these jaw-dropping updates. Number 1, Tyler James Williams as Chris. Chris is your everyday teenager. Except for one thing, bad luck follows him like a shadow. He's kind, responsible, and pretty much just an average guy. But no matter what he does, life always seems to throw a wrench in his plans. Chris often dreams of being more like his younger brother, Drew, who's cool, popular, and has life seemingly figured out. Things are even tougher for Chris because he's the only one at school who looks like him. Being the oldest in the family doesn't exactly make things easier either. It feels like he's always getting caught up in one bizarre situation after another. Tyler James Williams, who brought Chris to life in Everybody Hates Chris, has had his fair share of struggles too. But how did he navigate through his own challenges? Let's find out. Tyler James Williams, known to many as the unlucky but lovable Chris, has had an impressive career since the show wrapped. After his standout role in one of the most iconic Black sitcoms, Tyler didn't just fade into the background. He took on a range of projects in both film and TV. He's appeared in notable works like Dear White People, The Walking Dead, Criminal Minds, Beyond Borders, and Whiskey Cavalier. More recently, Tyler expanded his range with roles in The United States versus Billie Holiday and The Wedding Year. Talk about versatility. But Tyler's journey hasn't been just about acting. In 2017, he was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, a condition that affects the digestive system. He's been vocal about his experience, raising awareness for the disease. Despite undergoing treatment and multiple surgeries, Tyler's career continued to soar. His current role as Gregory Eddy, the endearing teacher in Abbott Elementary, has won him even more fans and recognition. Through it all, Tyler has shown incredible resilience, balancing his career with advocacy and continuing to shine in every role he takes on. He's truly a testament to perseverance and adaptability in the face of challenges. Tyler was just 13 years old when he first played Chris, and now, at 32, he's still making waves in the entertainment world, proving that his journey is far from over. Number 2. Vincent Martella as Greg Wooliger. Greg might have been Chris's best friend, but they were definitely an unusual duo. Both of them were the ultimate underdogs at their school, but Greg was the eternal optimist, always upbeat no matter the situation. A little eccentric and totally obsessed with superheroes, Greg often took his fandom to the next level. He'd even sleep in his superhero costumes. But despite his quirks, Greg had unwavering confidence and genuinely believed he was cool, and hey, who are we to argue? While Greg might not always have the brightest ideas, Chris always turned to him for advice. Their bond was solid. Greg was the loyal friend, always having Chris's back. Smart, kind, and dependable, Greg was someone you could always count on. Vincent Martella, who played Greg, has kept busy since Everybody Hates Chris ended. He found his true calling in voice acting, most notably voicing Phineas Flynn on the hit animated series Phineas and Ferb, which was a Disney sensation for nearly a decade. But Vincent didn't stop there. His voice can be heard in video games too, including as Hope Theme in Final Fantasy III. He also ventured into the DC Extended Universe, voicing Jason Todd Robin in animated films like Batman, Under the Red Hood, and Batman, Death in the Family. Vincent's live-action career shows his range as well. He joined The Walking Dead in its 4th season, playing Patrick. Fun fact, his Everybody Hates Chris co-star, Tyler James Williams, also appeared in the Walking Dead universe, giving the two actors an unexpected mini-reunion on set. In March 2024, Tyler James Williams shared an Instagram post about how popular he had become in Brazil due to Everybody Hates Chris. Fans there launched a campaign to boost his social media following, and in just a few days, Tyler skyrocketed from 200,000 followers to over 3 million. He traveled to Brazil for interviews, appearances on TV shows, and even starred in a Burger King commercial. It was a massive deal. Greg Wooliger, played by Vincent Martella when he was just 13, is now 32, and his journey since the show has been nothing short of impressive. Number 3. Antonio Fargas as Doc. To Chris, Doc is nothing short of a real-life superhero. He's always there when Chris needs advice, a comforting word, or just someone to listen. With his big heart and unwavering kindness, Doc is a constant presence in Chris's life, always watching out for him and his family. Having lived through a lot, Doc is a fountain of wisdom. His life experience helps guide Chris through tough decisions, acting as a trusted mentor. But it's not just his wisdom. Doc has an incredible sense of humor, too. He knows how to crack a joke and lighten the mood, making him an instantly lovable character. Antonio Fargas, with his tall frame and expressive eyes, is a veteran actor with nearly 60 years of experience. He first gained attention in 1963 with The Cool World, a raw portrayal of African-American youth in Harlem. In the 1970s, Fargas became a star during the blaxploitation era, appearing in cult classics like Shaft, Foxy Brown, and Across 110th Street. But it was his role as Huggy Bear on Starsky and Hutch that really made him a household name. After Starsky and Hutch, Fargas continued his prolific career, appearing in over 50 films, TV shows, and stage productions, including roles in The Great White Hope and Dream on Monkey Mountain. His versatility has made him one of Hollywood's most respected actors. Beyond acting, Fargas is dedicated to supporting African-American culture, contributing to the Langston Hughes Center for the Arts and the Martin Luther King Center. Antonio Fargas, who portrayed Doc at 61 years old, is now 78, and his contributions to film, television, and culture continue to inspire. Number 4. Todd Bridges as Monk. Monk is one of those characters you can't forget. He's constantly convinced there's some grand conspiracy going on, aliens, government secrets, you name it. It's kind of funny, though, because he gets so worked up over the most ridiculous things, and you can't help but laugh at how seriously he takes it all. Despite his eccentricities, Monk is fiercely loyal. He's always looking out for Doc and Chris, ready to go to any lengths to protect them. In a way, he's like a goofy superhero, minus the cape and a little more paranoid than most. Thanks to his military background, Monk is also incredibly skilled. Smart, resourceful, and always thinking on his feet, he's the guy who can handle any situation with a clever solution. Todd Bridges, like his character, has had a life full of ups and downs. His story isn't the typical rags-to-riches tale. Instead, it's one marked by personal struggles, addiction, and the challenges of early fame. Bridges became a household name in the late 70s as Gary Coleman's older brother on Different Strokes. The show, which ran from 1978 to 1986, tackled serious topics like child abuse, poverty, and drug addiction, while Bridges's portrayal of the street-smart Willis left a lasting TV legacy. After the show ended, Bridges struggled to transition to adult roles. His personal life spiraled, with addiction and legal troubles. One of the darkest moments came when he was charged in connection with a fatal shooting. It took nearly a decade, but Bridges eventually got clean and rebuilt his life. While many child stars couldn't recover, his comeback is a true story of resilience. His journey proves that even after the darkest times, redemption is possible. Todd Bridges played Monk at 42, and now, at 59, he continues to inspire with his story of perseverance and personal growth. Number 5. Imani Hakim as Tanya. Tanya may have been the youngest in the Rock family, but she certainly wasn't to be underestimated. At just 9 years old, she had a knack for getting exactly what she wanted. Whether it was teasing her older brothers, especially Chris, or getting under their skin, Tanya knew how to stir the pot. And when it came to her dad, forget it. She had him wrapped around her finger, using her charm to get away with all kinds of mischief. Tanya even had a reputation for ratting out her brothers when it suited her. Imani Hakim, who brought Tanya to life with such sass and spunk, has proven herself to be more than just a child star. Since playing Tanya, she's carved out an impressive career in Hollywood. You might know her as Olympic gold medalist Gabby Douglas in the Gabby Douglas story on Lifetime. But before that, she was known for playing Tanya, the fiery little sister. Imani has since taken on diverse roles, including in Burning Sands, which received recognition at the Sundance Film Festival, and the action-packed Sharknado 4. She even starred in the critically acclaimed Netflix original Cam, showcasing her range as an actress. These days, you can catch her on the hit Apple TV Plus series Mythic Quest, a comedy about a video game company which has gained a huge following and was so successful it was renewed for a second season before the first one even aired. Beyond acting, Imani is passionate about giving back to her community, earning her the title of Youth Entertainer of the Year. She's been recognized by the U.S. House of Representatives, the Senate, and even the LAPD for her contributions. Imani's career continues to soar. As of 2020, she's been portraying Dana, a video game tester, in Mythic Quest, which has been renewed for both a third and fourth season. She also starred in the 2020 film Dinner Party. Tanya, played by Imani Hakim when she was just 12 years old, is now 31, and she's come a long way since those childhood days of causing chaos in the Rock household. Number 6. Terry Crews as Julius. Julius was the embodiment of frugality, a true master of stretching every dollar to its absolute limit. His journey into the world of thrift started with clever use of food stamps and a preference for bargain store brands, always making sure that each penny worked overtime. But his commitment to saving didn't stop at the grocery store. This guy is all about doing things himself. Whether it's fixing a leaky faucet or putting together a wobbly chair, Julius's tool of choice? Duct tape, of course. That roll of magic tape is his answer to almost everything. His dedication to cutting costs is legendary, and it's clear that every inch of his home is a testament to his unwavering frugality. Julius has an almost supernatural ability to recall the exact price of nearly every item in his house. And if something gets broken or wasted, you can bet he'll announce the cost, loud and clear. But his skills don't end with saving money. He's also a master negotiator, always finding a way to avoid paying full price. This combination of thriftiness and street-smart bargaining makes him one of a kind. Terry Crews didn't take a break after Everybody Hates Chris wrapped. Before the show, he'd already made a name for himself in movies like The Longest Yard, 2005, and TV shows like My Wife and Kids, 2003. But it was his portrayal of Julius, Chris's penny-pinching, hard-working dad, that really brought him into the spotlight. Since then, Crews has been everywhere. He became a fan favorite as Sergeant Terry Jeffords on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and even ventured into the world of animation, voicing Tentacular in Rumble, 2022, and making appearances in Craig of the Creek on Cartoon Network. But that's not all. Crews also became the face of America's Got Talent, hosting the main show and its spin-off, America's Got Talent, The Champions. On top of that, he's been diving into the world of video game streaming, even playing Danganronpa trigger-happy havoc with his son, Isaiah. Even after all these years, Terry Crews still draws inspiration from his role as Julius. At 56 years old now, he's still one of the most recognizable faces in entertainment, constantly staying busy with new projects and spreading his positive energy everywhere he goes. Number 7. Chris Rock as narrator. A seasoned and sharper Chris Rock, now with decades of life experience under his belt, takes us on a trip down memory lane, reflecting on his youth with the signature sharp wit and biting sarcasm he's famous for. As the narrator, he's not just telling a story, he's commenting on it, cutting through the madness of the character's antics with his unique blend of humor. His observations often bring a layer of political satire, calling out the ridiculousness of the world around him with that unmistakable Chris Rock touch. And, of course, there's the occasional dig at Bobby Brown, implying the legendary singer might not be too thrilled with some of Rock's playful jabs. One classic moment has Chris suggesting Bobby Brown probably changed the channel after witnessing one of the show's wilder moments, always keeping it real, always hilarious. In Everybody Hates Chris, Chris Rock brought his own childhood to life as the narrator, pulling us into the racial struggles and challenges he faced growing up in the 1980s, especially as a black kid navigating an all-white school. His storytelling was a perfect balance of humor and raw honesty, making the series not only relatable, but also eye-opening for anyone watching. After the show ended, Rock didn't take a break. He kept pushing forward. He had a hand in producing Totally Biased with W. Kamau Bell, and was involved in projects like Death at a Funeral and Sidetracked. But Rock's influence didn't stop at acting. His unique brand of comedy and sharp social commentary kept resonating with audiences long after Everybody Hates Chris had wrapped. In 2019, Rock made waves by investing in Lowell Herb Co., a cannabis company, since he's a big fan of the plant. In 2020, he opened up about a learning disorder that makes it difficult for him to pick up on social cues. Then, in 2021, he battled COVID-19, using his platform to encourage people to get vaccinated. And in 2023, he made headlines again by dating actress Lake Bell. Chris Rock, the narrator we know and love, was 40 when he voiced the role. And now, at 59, he's still keeping us laughing and thinking with every word. Number 8. Travis Flory as Joey Caruso. Joey Caruso was the kid everyone dreaded running into, the school bully who made life miserable for Chris. He was always coming up with wild stories and using his size to intimidate others. Taller than Chris, Caruso would tease him mercilessly, calling him names and tossing things his way for no reason. As the show went on, Caruso only got worse, randomly punching Chris for no reason. But every now and then, a surprising side of him emerged. Beneath the bullying, Caruso had a soft spot for animals, especially cats, and showed kindness in unexpected ways. There's a funny story from Chris Rock about Caruso. Apparently, he could handle one black kid just fine. But when there were two, that's when things got weird, and Caruso suddenly became overly friendly. It was as if he couldn't handle more than one. Travis Flory, who brought Joey Caruso to life, nailed the balance of humor and cruelty. From 2005 to 2009, he became a standout part of Everybody Hates Chris, playing a bully who was somehow both a pain and oddly complex. After Everybody Hates Chris, Flory continued to show his versatility with roles in films like License to Wed, Step Brothers, and family-friendly movies like Mostly Ghostly and Little Boy. But in 2015, Flory stepped away from acting, choosing a quieter life in Yucaipa, California. Though he's no longer in the spotlight, his portrayal of Joey Caruso still resonates with fans, reminding us of the lasting impact he had on the show and in Hollywood. At 27, Travis brought Caruso to life, and now, at 43, he's living life off-screen, but his memorable character still lives on in the hearts of fans. Number 9. Jacqueline Mazarella as Ms. Morello. Ms. Morello may be one of the nicest teachers you could meet, but when it comes to race, she sometimes misses the mark. Her heart is in the right place. She genuinely wants to help Chris. But every now and then, her words land in awkward and uncomfortable places. Her attempts to show support often come across as tone-deaf, and her unintentional slip-ups sometimes sound, well, racist, though she never intends any harm. One standout moment was when she suggested black people should be up early working in the fields. It was a huge blunder, but it wasn't out of malice. Ms. Morello simply didn't always know how to navigate those tricky conversations. Jacqueline Mazarella, the actress who brought Ms. Morello to life, is a talented writer, actor, and producer. She's best known for playing the well-meaning but socially awkward teacher on Everybody Hates Chris, a role that earned her praise and even a spot on TV Guide's list of funniest, most wince-inducing recurring characters. Jacqueline has expanded her creativity beyond acting, creating, producing, and starring in The Oversharer, a web series about a sweet, yet wildly inappropriate woman with no filter. The series has earned recognition at festivals like Series Fest, the LA International Film Festival, and the LA Comedy Festival. She's also working on Ground Zero, a half-hour comedy about PTSD based on her personal experience during 9/11, and developing a dark comedy about two amateur sleuths solving a crime while grappling with their own frustrations, combining her passion for FBI profiling and true crime. Originally from New Jersey, Jacqueline holds a B.A. in philosophy from Johns Hopkins University. Now based in Los Angeles, she continues to pursue her creative passions on and off the screen. Ms. Morello, played by Jacqueline Mazarella when she was 37 years old, is now 56, and her journey has been as rich and varied as the characters she brings to life. Number 10. Kavante Jackson as Jerome. Jerome might not be the brightest kid on the block, but he's got one unforgettable line. "Let me hold $1." Every time he crosses paths with Chris, he's asking for money, and surprisingly, Chris often hands it over, even if he's not too thrilled about it. It's just the kind of relationship they have. At first, Jerome had a sketchy vibe, but over time he became unexpectedly friendly. They even became real friends. In fact, sometimes Chris turns to Jerome for advice, and once in a while you can tell Jerome actually cares. It's a surprising, heartwarming twist. Kavante Jackson, a Los Angeles native, has made a name for himself in entertainment, balancing acting and production management. Born on a cold February day, he was immersed in LA's fast-paced world from the start. His experiences there fueled his passion for film, setting the stage for his career. Kavante became famous for playing Jerome on Everybody Hates Chris, a role that left a mark on audiences. He also appeared in shows like CSI New York and The Shield, proving his versatility across different genres. But Kavante's talent goes beyond acting. He's also worked as a production manager, helping bring stories to life behind the scenes. From his humble LA beginnings to becoming a well-known Hollywood figure, his journey shows his dedication to storytelling. Jerome, played by Kavante Jackson at 23, is now 42, and his evolution in the industry continues to inspire. Number 11. Ernest Thomas as Mr. Omar. Mr. Omar is a true character in every sense. Always showing up with a new widow on his arm, he claims he's simply being a kind neighbor, offering solace to these grieving women. But let's be honest, he's more of a ladies' man than a sympathetic friend. He's known for his dramatic exclamations of "tragic" every time something goes wrong, fully embracing his role as the neighborhood's drama king. In one unforgettable moment, he borrowed Julius's phone and ended up racking up an astronomical phone bill, leaving Julius furious. It's just another day in the life of Mr. Omar, always stirring up trouble for the Rock family and adding a touch of chaos to their lives. Ernest Thomas brought this unforgettable character to life with his hilarious and larger-than-life portrayal of Mr. Omar. But Thomas's career has spanned much further than just Everybody Hates Chris. In 1996, he teamed up with Grammy-winning gospel artist Kirk Franklin for the hit tour He Say, She Say, But What Does God Say?, showcasing his talents both as an actor and performer. In 2005, he returned to the sitcom scene with his beloved role as Mr. Omar in Everybody Hates Chris, a role that earned him lasting recognition for his unique blend of humor and drama. Beyond acting, Ernest Thomas holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Sociology and Psychology from Indiana State University. Though he's never been married and doesn't have children, in a 2016 interview with Vlad TV, he revealed he does have a daughter. Since Everybody Hates Chris wrapped, Thomas has continued to make his mark in television and film. He's appeared in iconic dramas like In the Heat of the Night and Martin, and made notable film appearances in Malcolm X and Dickie Roberts, former child star. More recently, he played a funeral director in another twist of fate in the film Are We There Yet, and starred in the 2012 horror film The Lords of Salem. In 2016, he also featured in the eerie short film Earworm. Mr. Omar, played by Ernest Thomas at 56, is now 75, but he's still as unforgettable as ever. Number 12, Jarrus Poindexter as Kill Moves. Kill Moves is no ordinary character. He's a whirlwind of eccentricity, a man who seems completely unhinged but somehow manages to captivate everyone around him. Living on the streets as a homeless man, Kill Moves certainly doesn't fit the mold of your typical down-and-out person. But his story runs deeper than his unusual lifestyle suggests. What might surprise you is that Kill Moves actually comes from wealth. His mother is a millionaire living on Manhattan's Upper East Side. Yet, in a twist fitting for a character like him, Kill Moves chooses the freedom and chaos of street life, detaching himself from the comforts of his privileged background. His backstory is equally intriguing. Kill Moves was once in the Air Force, but when Ronald Reagan's budget cuts hit, his military career fell apart, leading to a breakdown that left him a little off-kilter. Despite his unhinged exterior, Kill Moves occasionally shows surprising flashes of intelligence and culture, making people wonder just how much depth lies behind his eccentric persona. Jarrus Lee Poindexter, born December 22, 1950, is an American actor, comedian, and musician. Known for his unique blend of humor and intensity, Poindexter became well known for his portrayal of Kill Moves on Everybody Hates Chris. His performance as the unpredictable character struck the perfect balance between comedy and unexpected depth, making him a fan favorite. But Poindexter's talents go beyond acting. He's also a comedian, known for his sharp wit and engaging stage presence, and a musician who's explored his passion for music. With a career spanning various creative fields, Poindexter has proven to be a dynamic and versatile performer, leaving a lasting impact on the entertainment industry. Kill Moves, played by Jarrus Poindexter at 55 years old, is now 73, but his impact on the screen remains timeless. Number 13, Jackée as Vanessa. Vanessa is the kind of person who commands attention as soon as she walks into a room. Bold, outspoken, and always ready with a witty remark, she's the life of the party. You can usually find her and Rochelle sharing a laugh at the beauty shop, where they talk about everything under the sun while cracking jokes and enjoying each other's company. But Vanessa's not just fun, she's Rochelle's rock. Always there to listen, offer advice, or pitch in when needed, Vanessa's unwavering support is especially crucial when Rochelle faces family challenges. Their bond is unshakable. Jackée, born in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, moved to New York at 9. After graduating from the High School of Music and Art and earning a degree in education from Long Island University, she started as a history teacher. But her love for acting took over, and her career skyrocketed. Harry's acting debut was on stage, followed by a breakout role in Another World in 1983. In 1985, she made her mark as Sandra Clark on 227, a role that earned her an Emmy as the first African-American woman to win Best Supporting Actress in a comedy series. In 1994, Harry joined Sister as a fan favorite until its end in 1999. After a few guest roles, she returned to TV in 2005 on Everybody Hates Chris, playing the hilarious and loyal Vanessa, a character who quickly became a fan favorite. Harry's career continued to flourish with roles like the president's sister-in-law on The First Family, 2012 to 2015, and as Paulina Price on Days of Our Lives in 2021. Now, at 68, Jackée Harry's undeniable talent and charisma still captivate audiences. Number 14, Charlie Murphy as Uncle Mike. Uncle Mike, portrayed by Charlie Murphy, was introduced to the show in Season 2, bringing an added layer of humor and energy to the Rock family dynamic. Despite his flaws, Uncle Mike's heart is in the right place. He shares a deep bond with his family, especially with Chris, and often serves as an unpredictable but well-meaning figure in the Rock household. His antics, while often creating chaos, are rooted in love, making him a fun and memorable character in the series. Charlie Murphy, the talented actor and comedian, is no stranger to navigating the ups and downs of the entertainment industry. Best known for his work on Chappelle's Show, where he shared his unforgettable stories and sharp humor, Murphy's career spanned decades. His sharp wit and storytelling ability made him a standout in the world of comedy. Therefore, Murphy's role as Uncle Mike in Everybody Hates Chris was a perfect fit for his comedic style, bringing both depth and comedy to the show. He joined the cast when he was 47 years old, making his debut in Season 2. Outside of acting, Charlie was an accomplished writer and stand-up comedian, known for his unique brand of humor. He continued to work on various projects until his untimely passing in 2017 at the age of 57, leaving behind a lasting legacy in comedy and television. We just took an epic with the cast of Everybody Hates Chris. Which character stole your heart? Chris, Julius, or someone else? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more nostalgic sitcom moments. See you next time.